This 35 card order was the first one I sent in under the January special. You see the timeline, it got stuck after assembly was done. Stuck for over a month. 34 business days total, still pretty quick.
Away we go. Everyone, you saw the timeline, 34 business days for this order. Most of the other orders that I've gotten back already, shot videos. I submitted 6 orders around the same time within about 10 to 12 days of each other. This says order number 1, amazingly enough, some chicken scratch there. 6 orders I submitted, actually shot the videos. Move this here. This was order 2, 3, 4, and 6. Shot the videos for those already. Those came back within 16, 17, 18-ish business days. Like I said, 34 on this one. Let me get everything out and organized. 2 boxes. PSA's got issues. They held this order hostage. 35 cards. If you saw the submission preview video, you saw that there were 2 Jordan cards in here that I previously submitted long ago that they didn't grade. Pack pulled 1990 Skybox Jordans. Pulled them myself. Those Jordans were never caressed by any hands other than these. Those came back to me saying that they were too small and ungradable. Resubmitted them. Looks like they've been graded this time. Hopefully PSA doesn't punish me. Hopefully they don't remember. I'm keeping track of that stuff. So like I said, let me get everything organized. Talk some more. Get going. See what we got in here. 34 business days. Assembly had been completed way back in February. And it sat there for over a month, like I showed at the timeline at the beginning of the video. All right, got everything put in order. Oh, the pain that it takes to get this stuff in order. What I did was I predicted 21 10's out of here. You'll hear me talk about this. I talked about it in a lot of the preview videos. What I was trying to do was cards that I thought would be 10's for sure. Trying to see what my gem rate is on those, just as I said, to try to see if I shouldn't quit my day job, as they say. If you hit on a high percentage of those, then you're doing good, because not everything I send in I expect a 10 on. Some of the stuff, if it's numbered, if it's an auto, something like that, a 9 is tolerable. Tell you right now, sneak peek, since I already did these since I already shot these 2 videos, order 2 and 3, they kicked my butt. Order number 4 and 6, a lot more in line with what I expected. All right, let's get into it. Whew.
Oh, here we go again.
First card up, Prism Black Silver. Brock Purdy, I thought this one was a 10. It looked clean as a mofo. So we're going to get off to a quick start here and see how things are going to go. 10. The logic for doing things the way I chose to do it. Actually, I need to organize these Purdy's because there's 3 unparalleled, but they're all different. One's a base, and then there are 2 numbered ones. So we're going to try to, all right, that's the base. I think that's the 1099, and this would be the other numbered one here. Okay, should have these in the correct order now, hopefully. I was saying the logic was, if you can't hit on most of the stuff you think will be 10's, then that is a problem. Our first of 3 Purdy's coming up. This one is numbered to 399. I had a 10 on this one. Why didn't I put the base first and then go in order of desirability? Why? Why oh why? It's a 10, baby. Checker. Brock Purdy. Pulled all of these Purdy's myself when I was opening up a bunch of Chronicles mega boxes. So if you saw those videos, you might have seen some of these cards come out. This next one would be the Diamond. We're going to save that one. I called a 9 on that one, but that's the one that's to 99. Let's do the base first. I had called a 10 on the base here. 10. You see, not numbered. Diamond parallel. These are numbered to 99. I'd called a 9 on this one. 10. Nice. I thought I had seen a little corner action there, but definitely take the 10 on that one. Numbered to 99.
We have number to 99. Number to 99. Mr. Brandon Cooks.
My debate was whether to sell that because I did see a little corner action that maybe I thought might have made it a 9. And those were going for, let's say, $100 or so at the time. So again, you see here, checker to $3.99 here on my left, or in my left hand, I should say. The diamond, and then just the base. So you see here that action, baby. Pretty clear vision. These are tough. I still called a 10. I felt comfortable about this one. Ooh, nice. 10. It's a Teal Chronicles. Called a 10 on this one. Only thing I saw was maybe centering was about 55-45. There's a 10. First of my couple big-ish cards, you know, because I'm slumming it with the cards I got. Pulled this Justin Jefferson Downtown out of a 2021 Optic Blaster. I didn't expect a 10 because there was some junk going on in the back, so a 9 would be great. There you go. Got a 9 on that one. That was expected. So the back had issues. Usually you see in the front it'll have issues. So you can see there, those lines, those aren't on the case. That is on the card. Well, Kurt's card jizz might have made that baby a 10. There was no real difference between raw and a 9, but I still wanted to get it graded just for sake of having it graded so you wouldn't have issues. If somebody bought it and complained that the issues with the back of the card weren't fully disclosed, but I always fully disclose. We got a Caleb Williams gold to 50 auto out of 2022 Bowman. Chrome University. This one is the one I was sweating the whole time. I had called a 9. It had a little print line. Maybe saw a little something there. So I was like, oh God. It's at least a 9. A 10 would be glorious. Oh, the 9. That's all right, though. We'll still take it. As long as things don't come out below expectation, then I think you're good with that. Travis Hunter. I felt like this one had a little bit more surface scratching, slight little print lining. So I called it a 9 as well. I'll take it. And in the preview video, when I did this, I was even saying that of the two, that I felt like the Caleb had a way better shot at a 10. Looks like we're getting some glare over here. I'll fix the window. Cards are too shiny. Had two Bo Jackson, 1990 score, called 10's on both of these. I had a couple of these in another order that I called 10's on, and both of those hit 10's. A 9. And a 10. All right, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. You know, I'm about to resub that one, though. What I'm going to do is, since there were those two orders I pointed at so far, order 2 and 3, that were really awful, relative to my predictions, I might just end up cracking a lot of the slabs from those orders and a few from other orders as well, and just sending one order of entirely cards that I've cracked out and resubbed just to see how that goes. Of course, I'm lying. I'm going to add to it. I just know that there's going to be something I add to it. That's what my plan is just to crack out things that I thought were surefire 10's and see what's going on. Perhaps I missed some stuff. It's possible. A Junior Caminero. Chrome first. It is just a base. I have a Lunar, I believe, that might be in a different order. Maybe. Called a 10. That one you may as well flush in a 9. Skeet shoot with that. Mojo. Jackson Churio called a 10. Starting to go south now. Ellie Mojo. 10. 2 Chrome Ellie base cards that I called 10's. A 9. And a 10. In 9 grade, that obviously does you no good. Probably break even with those, so you really need to be making sure those are likely 10's. You don't want to send anything that's off-centered, print lining, anything like that. Darren Baker, this was a Sapphire Aqua to 55. I thought this was a 9. It was a PC card for me. 10. Nice. Had a couple Nikola Jokic sticker rookies. Called 9's on these. I submitted a bunch of these. You'll see these in future videos. Been getting treated fairly roughly on these. You'll see. 10. Boom. and I have so many of these, probably 20, 30 or more. So I was really trying to pick out ones that I thought would be 9's at least. I thought 10's were pretty impossible to hit. 2 10's. Wow. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. Wow. 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 The problem with these, and I talk about this in other videos and the preview videos, is just the centering. If they just look at the card, if they knew every card was like this, you see what the lettering ends there? It's pretty chunky, right? And then you see here, not as thick. Extremely rare that you would find one of these that is even top to bottom. Very rare. So I was perfectly content with getting 9's on all of these because 9's still do pretty well. To me, that makes up for the Churio and one of the LE Chromes that came back as a 9. Believe me. All right, we are getting into Silver Prism, Chet Holmgren. I thought this was clean AF 10. 9! Oh my God. No way. No way. That one's got to go back. That one's going back. He's going back, baby. Hopefully when I crack it open, there's nothing crazy going on. I thought that one was a 10 for sure. Pink Hyper. A 9 on this one because of the centering. Yeah, a little bit thinner on this border over here. It's a Chet Holmgren Pink. It's numbered. Chronicles. I thought this was a 9. 10. There you see here, numbered to 149. So we're just missing on the ones we think are 10's and hitting on the ones that I thought were 9's. Who knows what's going on here. Tyrese Halliburton, red, white, and orange shimmer. I thought this was a 10. Nice, love that card. Oh, Tyrese is trying to get in there. Doesn't look like there's any room for him, though. Sorry, Tyrese. Just like you may not get your 65 games played and get your money and your all-NBA, you may not get in the screen. Ohtani pitching, 2018 tops. 2 of these, I had 10's on both. There's a 10, paper card, and a 9. Is that right? Each time we've seen, other than the Jokic, every time we've had doubles, it's gone 10-9. LaMelo. This one, I called a 9 on. 9. Centering was a little bit chunkier over here on this border. AI, 96 tops rookie, called a 9. 9. Had 2 92 tops Shaq rookies here, called a 10 on one and a 9 on the other. And with these older cards, these were cracked out of slabs. So this is actually where you may see a lot of my 10 predictions go to die, because a lot of these were 9's originally. These 2 Shaqs were 9's, so I cracked them, tried to resub. There's a 9, and I called 1 10 and 1 9 on these, and a 9, so 2 9's. The 9 is basically worthless, so it was worth it for me to try to take a shot at a 10. 1989 Pro Set, Barry Sanders. When I submitted this initially, I thought it was a 10. It came back a 9, so I had to crack it. 10. Same story with this Aikman. Thought it was a 10 originally, and they gave it a 9. 8. Ooh. Ooh. Flair Ultra Brett Favre. Thought this was a 10. They gave it an 8. I predicted a 10, and it was a 9. And that Orange Ice LaMelo you saw, that was an SGC 9.5 that I cracked. I just wanted to see how it would cross over. These are the 2 Skybox Jordans I was talking about. I kept this from PSA when I sent these over the first time. Min's do not holder. That AI that came back a 9, that one was an SGC 9.5. I was trying to look to see if it could cross to a 10. It had a little surface scratch on it, so I didn't think it would. This Kobe, this one was originally an SGC 9, I believe, might have been a 9.5. And then when I sent it to PSA, they gave it a 7. This was part of that order where I submitted some crossover stuff and I didn't crack it out of its case. I'm trying to get this baby back up to a 9. Ooh, wow, a 10. Huh. Okay, didn't see that coming. Last 2 are the Jordans. I was calling 10's if they were graded. 10. And a 7. Yikester. I see it. Take a look here. Yeah, I can see what they were seeing. I'll have to go back and check my video. Let's see if I can get you an angle here. Well, I guess that's the angle. You can see that white up there, right? You can see the white on the top right there. That's pretty bad. Wow. Okay, well, at least we've got 1 10 out of there. 10 of the cards that I was calling 10's came back as 9's. That's pretty awful. I think we can officially get the don't quit your day job. 10 of them. Of the 9's, 6 of them bumped up. So 6 I thought that would be 9's bumped to 10. 10 of the cards I thought would 10 dropped to 9's. A roller coaster of emotions, baby. Ay. Ooh, I think we've got a lot of fodder for a future order. I would say overall not super disappointed with things. Some things came out pretty well. Like I said, the Jokic is kind of made up for a lot of the things that came back as 9's. My disappointment would be this Chet. To me, that was a 10, no doubter. And the Churio Mojo that came back, a 9. Along with that other bow that came back a 9. Those cards were ones that really had me scratching my head. But other than that, nothing too awful. Even though, again, predictions were all over the place. It's crazy, right, to think about that. I got one more order to do, a number 5. In future videos, if you're just watching this and then you watch other parts, you'll hear me talking in those videos about how I don't have this order back yet. So that's why I didn't want to start releasing those videos until I actually had this one done. Now that you've seen this one first, when you go see those other ones, then it will make sense what I'm talking about. If you didn't see this video, then you're going to have no clue what I'm talking about in those other videos. Take care, everyone. Be well.